So my name is Misa Grenier, and what I chose to address as a problem that I see happening in the world is in regards to young adolescents and the amount of medications that they are on in our day and age.
Well, there's a lot of toxicity out there in the world. Um, our education is one of those toxicities that we're missing the opportunity to connect with the people's hearts and their body. There's chemicals everywhere. There's electronics everywhere. The world is just super busy and not enough outdoor time, not enough nature time, and definitely not enough body work, not enough nervous system work through chiropractic, through massage, through just physical movement and touch.
And if you are not fitting into a particular mold, you're set aside, as opposed to looking at the mold and trying to change that. Our educational system is becoming less and less holistic. Less music, less art, less movement. So when we take all of those things out and we put kids in what feel like pressure cookers and master the test and master the information and spit it out, and it's anxiety provoking.
World. Sleep would be another huge one. Get them off these poisonous foods are out there. You got to get them on real green food, and everything takes care of itself. Body work, get their nervous systems worked on chiropractically. Acupuncture is a therapy in a way that allows these people to teach them strategies to work on their own stuff, and of course the family life where you got to have some balance. Get the TVs out of the house, get the computers out of the house, get them off these computer games, and start giving these kids a more of a. It's like taking a plant and putting it in rocks and feeding it pop and expect it to grow. You got to get it in the soil that it's meant to grow. These souls are meant to grow in love and peaceful, non-toxic environments. And if you put those plants of these souls in there, they will not have all these issues. Bottom line.
I had one father that I was working with who had two foster kids that came on 10 meds each. And he quit his job, took them off all their medication, got them the right amino acids and the right supplements and whole food, no processed food. Neither of those kids is on medication at this point and doing totally fine. So I think what happens is we're trying to push kids either into situations that don't fit them, and so in order for them to fit into that situation, they have to have medication. So individually, it's for the individual child, it's super important to look at what is the diet, what is the exercise regimen, and what is the environment in which they're living in. And ask the question, can we change any of those? And we have systemic problems. So our educational system needs to continue to be much more sensitive and empathetic and trauma-informed and holistic. Ideally, our medical system would also be saying, okay, before we try medicine, let's try these other things. If we can learn to ask the question, what else can we do here first?
To finish off this video, I just want to make sure that I mentioned that besides the two people that we see in this video, I also interviewed 5 others to get the information. And through all those interviews is how I came up with my solution. My solution is to look at all aspects of a young adult's life before resorting to medicine. So that could be anything from the family life to too much media, to cell phones, to not eating the right way, to not enough exercise, not getting outside enough, to not having, being properly worked on as far as chiropractic or as far as massage, to look into all the different ways that we can heal the energy and the heart and the issues that are going on before turning to medicine. And once you've done that, there are times, of course, that medication needs to happen. But the body is so complex, and the mind and every human is so complex, and so there's so many ways to solve the problems. and try to before resorting to the medication.